their legs.
There's still uncertainty about when the approximately 1,800 children still separated from their families will be reunited. ABC's Tara Palmieri at the White House says mixed messages from President Trump have also fed confusion.
This week, the president personally lobbied lawmakers on Capitol Hill to pass immigration reform. Trump relenting from his hard line by issuing an executive order to stop separating families that cross the border illegally, along with this message to Congress.
We will be going through Congress. We're working on a much more comprehensive bill.
Days later, the president switching gears, tweeting, Republicans should stop wasting their time on immigration until after we elect more senators and congressmen and women in November.
And Republican congressional candidate Katie Arrington, who defeated incumbent Mark Sanford in a South Carolina primary, was hospitalized after a deadly car wreck en route to an event in Hilton Head. Her campaign manager says she'll likely spend 2 weeks in the hospital. The U.S. government wanted to try a Vatican priest. The Vatican said no, but he has been convicted there. ABC's Megan Williams is at the Vatican with more.
Former Vatican diplomat to Washington, D.C., Monsignor Carlo Capella, has been sentenced to 5 years in prison and a fine of almost $6,000 for possessing and distributing child pornography. Capella admitted to exchanging sexual images and videos of children online, both in the U.S. and in Windsor, Ontario. He said he did so during a period of fragility and viewed his crime as a bump in the road of his priestly life.
And more protests today in western Pennsylvania over the deadly police shooting of unarmed teenager Antoine Rose. The investigation continues. You're listening to ABC News.
Here's what's happening in the Valley. Police in Sharon are investigating a homicide after being called early this morning to the 100 block of South Myers Avenue for a suspicious vehicle where they say they found a man inside dead from gunshot wounds. The victim's name has not been released. A Boardman man could face charges in a crash that resulted in a death of a North Jackson woman. The Ohio State Highway Patrol is investigating a crash that happened at the intersection of Rosemont and Blott Roads in Jackson Township yesterday. Investigators say Michael Romai of Boardman was heading west on Rosemont, did not stop at the intersection, hitting a pickup truck driven by Rachel Wood. That caused the truck to spin out of control, flip over into a field. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Police in Howland have one in custody and are looking for 2 more suspects after a woman was shot in the leg yesterday. 27 First News says Jeremiah Jones of Warren is in the Trumbull County Jail. They say the victim picked up Jones and 2 other men in the Giant Eagle parking lot, and at some point between there and a house in the 200 block of Schaefer Drive, she was shot. They say 3 men ran from the car. The landscape in front of the old Kmart building in Boardman is about to look a bit different. Several developers have submitted plans to build new businesses along 224 between the Texas Roadhouse and the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Officials say the old Cash and Advance building will be torn down to make way for a Popeyes restaurant. Next door, a 3-unit plaza will be built. Next to that, a standalone coffee shop. Also, another new plaza is under construction at the intersection of 224 and Applewood Boulevard. It also is planned to have 3 businesses. A business in Warren is no longer allowed to sell liquor after agents from the Ohio Liquor Control Unit revoked its license. The agency noticed something wrong with the daily receipts from the store. They say too many products were being returned. An investigation found that workers were buying the liquor, submitting online rebates, and returning the product. From the all-new Power Chevrolet Buick GMC newsroom, I'm Dave Price.
Our next update at 1:30. Just ahead, more stimulating talk from the O'Charley's Digital Studios. $9.99 menu, 9 great meals, 1 great price. O'Charley's.
I'm back with Matt Taylor from Taylor Chevrolet of Hermitage. Matt, how's it looking out there?
Hey, Dan, it's a great day here at Chevy Hermitage. We're out here marking down all kinds of Chevys. Silverado, Equinox, Volt, Impala, you name it, we got it.
Well, that sounds great.
We're talking low leases. Get this, I've got a 2018 Cruze LT Auto, $84 a month.
$84 a month for a new car?
Yes, sir. Plus, we're doing 0% for 60 months on a 2018 Equinox. And don't forget, we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe.
You heard it here first, folks. Cruise leases for $84 a month, 0% financing for 60 months on an Equinox, and they'll pay off your trade. Taylor Chevrolet of Hermitage. To pay more is insane. 24-month lease, $2,500 down, plus first payment, tax, title, license, and doc. No security with approved credit, 10K miles per year. Includes GM lease loyalty. Negative equity applied to new loan balance. Qualified buyers with approved credit and must finance through GMF. $1,667 per $1,000 finance. Not all buyers will qualify. Offers cannot be combined. Expire 7/2/18.
Don't you hate algae or cloudy in your swimming pool? Wouldn't it be great to never worry about that again? Our BioGuard True Blue Promise program creates spectacular water. And should algae or cloudy water appear, we'll give you everything needed to fix it for free. Come visit one of our friendly pool experts at Burnett Pools in Canfield, Cortland, or Newcastle and start enjoying a worry-free pool. The BioGuard True Blue Promise. Never miss a moment.
Burnett Pools, we've got it all.
Join Ty Higgins from the Ohio Agricultural Network on the Elder Ag and Farm Report weekdays at 6:25 a.m. on 570 WKVN. Learn the best techniques for crop management as well as new products and equipment. It's the Elder Ag and Turf Farm Report weekday mornings on 570 WKVN.
How can you extend your life by 6 years? Getting the right form of vitamin C. Most doctors don't look at our vitamin C levels. Walking around tired or just not feeling right? Listen Sunday morning at 8:30 to world-renowned Dr. Michael Pincus give valuable information. This Sunday at 8:30 a.m.
Need a furnace and AC checkup? Call Mazza Heating and Cooling in Girard, your factory-authorized Bryant dealer. Now, the Storm Team 27 forecast.
Have the rain gear handy today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be likely, especially into this afternoon. Temperatures will climb into the mid and upper 70s. Skies will stay mostly cloudy through this evening and tonight, with the chance for showers especially early. Overnight temperatures will drop back into the lower 60s. In the Storm Team 27 Weather Center, I'm Alex George.
It's 75 degrees.
All right, welcome everybody. This is the Youngstown Computer Show, and we get to do this here on Saturday afternoons. We get to talk about things that are happening in tech. We sort of talk about the things that are going on and sort of let you listen in on the conversation and hear about other people's experiences. We all kind of learn from those experiences as a group. And, for those of us who are on the beginning part of the spectrum, it's easier to listen about these things without having to experience them. You get a little bit of you get a little bit of confidence going behind you, and you're able to take on new territories without, having the intimidation factor. Because that's a real big part of what it is that we do, is that it constantly changes and evolves. So no matter when you're getting in, people are always going to be ahead of you, no matter what. And I don't care if you learn it all right now, 2 years from now, there's going to be all kind of new stuff to be able to learn. So we set this up more as a process, right, than an end result. And so on Saturdays, we talk about it. We all learn together. And like I said, you guys are able to get into more advanced things just as time goes on. There are people that have been watching this or listening to this program since the very beginning. I talk to those people regularly, and were they able to buy into the system that slowly develops over time. A couple years down the road, they are so thankful that they had an outlet where they can go somewhere and listen to it, where it's not over your head. We don't use too many acronyms, and every once in a while you get to hear me rant about something that's making me mad that week. So it's entertaining at the same time as it is educational. So I want to thank everybody for listening and supporting this program over the years, because honestly, if you guys didn't go out and support Youngstown Computer, we wouldn't be able to do this program. And so this completed circuit makes it all worthwhile. And I do have a lot of fun doing it, and I enjoy meeting all of you out there and the conversations we have, people that show up at the office and engage with us and trust us. And that's the biggest part. You guys have trusted us over the years to be able to take care of you. I promised from day one that we wouldn't be one of those companies that were just all sales. We wanted to give you truthful things, and we're given opportunities every week to be able to just tell you what the real deal is. And sometimes it's not us. I mean, sometimes I was asked a question just on Friday, and somebody said, "Hey, do you guys do telephone services?" And where, from a technical standpoint, there is no reason that Youngstown Computer can't do phone services, IP and voice over IP and whatnot. From that level, from a mathematical level, logical, I can buy any piece of software and sell any piece of software. I can do it, but guess what? There are people in this marketplace that are better than me. And so my answer was, hey, I can help you manage it and shop it and talk to people about it, but there's somebody out there that's better than me at it. Let's go talk to them first. And then when people hear stuff like that coming out of my mouth, they're like, whoa, I mean, I was totally expecting when I ask you a question
that you were going to say, of course, the product that you're going to sell me is coming from you. I mean, that's where my interest would be, right? You wouldn't have asked me the question. But because I gave you a real response, people end up asking me more questions because they're not afraid that, you know, by chance, I'm always going to have me as the end result. So that's the kind of trust that we have with the marketplace. No matter what it is, you're always going to get a truthful response, you know, even if it doesn't benefit us. And so that trade is that we hope that buys your loyalty and you'll support us over the long term, because honestly, that's what's happened over the years. So no fear from this side. I've given it all away for free because I know you guys will support me on the back end. So, you know, the model of going on the radio and telling you exactly how to fix your computer, it's what we do. We make you smarter and a more, a more educated consumer, and you know, you get into more stuff, and it's a never-ending pursuit. So I'll always have a job. I mean, there's no sense thinking that I'm going to give you my secret sauce and then you're going to go out there and not need me anymore, right? I'm going to give you a pathway, and we're going to stay on it together from now until all time. There are people who have brought me work, right, that they could have done themselves. But because they want to support what it is that we do, they bring it to us instead. And I'm telling you, that is the biggest compliment that our company has ever gotten, when I know for a fact that you were smart enough to take care of this on your own, but you did it as a way to support us. And that means a ton to me. All right, so the first news story I'm going to talk about for the program today. Anyway, if you guys want to get on the show today, two ways of doing so. You can call 330-729-9977. Or you can text message me at 333-1570, and throughout the program, I'll keep my eye on the text messages, and if we need to read them online or have you participate that way, we will do so. First order of business, and I want to tell you, this is sort of one of my entrepreneurial heroes, and it just so happens that he dabbles in tech, and this is Elon Musk. If those of you who don't know, he's a great experimenter, creator, inventor, entrepreneur, so on and so forth. And if you read this guy's timeline from when he got started, the successes that he's had, the very public failures that he's had, this guy does not know how to give up. He does not know how to stop. And the reason he is my mentor from a couple thousand miles away is because I want to be just like him when I grow up. I want to be able to, I'm an experimenter in quiet. So when I'm working on something that's vulnerable, like a brand new idea, it's like a little kid to me, a little baby. And I get to take it in a lab and I get to play with it until it's strong and can stand on its own. Nobody's looking at the bad ideas and the good ideas that I have until I bring them to the marketplace. Well, Elon Musk is not afraid to bring his vulnerable babies into the public and have a rocket blow up on a launching pad and have everybody look at him like, whoa, you just, $2 billion is burning and charring in flames right now. Let's see how he responds. And you can kind of picture him as he shrugs his shoulder and says, lost this one, what's next, right? He's not cowering in the corner saying that my life's destroyed and life is so terrible and it's unfair and it's a victim. He's already on the next one. And that's why I say, well, I want to be him when I grow up, because he's not deterred by failure, because he realizes, like all of us do in conversation, we know that failure is part of the process of success. You have to do those failures, right? But when we experience a failure, it stings. And, we don't want to do any more than we absolutely have to. And that's why I take my little vulnerable ideas and I do it in the quiet of my lab, where if it goes wrong, I can look at it and I can point out how awful it turned out and how I could have tried harder or I could have been more prepared. But what about when you do that public, where you have the scrutiny of people that are your friends and are not so much your friends? What do you think the not so much friends had to say about a $2 billion satellite blowing up on the launch pad? He probably got some hardcore criticism and he shrugged it off. And I love that. That's why I hoist him up, and he's my hero, just how he takes failure in stride. So the news that came out this week is that Tesla experienced some internal sabotage. And if you know anything about the Tesla vehicles and technology, they are very dependent on a car that has computer systems that are built into everything. You got an electric car who has a dashboard that's a LCD screen that's as big as the center console. I mean, it's huge. touch screen and whatnot. They have autopilot where the car using sensors can pretty much steer itself and so on and so forth. If you have some, employee that's pissed off that day and he starts messing with your code, right? In this case, that's what happened. Somebody messed with the operating system of the car. Think about what that does to the trust that you have in a manufacturer when their code can be exposed. Obviously, I think they caught it before it went happen. But what if they didn't? What if these cars out there have, pirated code that could hijack it? And I mean, think how dangerous that is. How much trust and faith we're putting in the solid part. You know what I mean? For these operating systems not to veer off to the left, right? We want it to be accurate. We want it to have so much oversight. So it's scary to the marketplace, and I'm sure it's scary internally that somebody you trust within your company had it out for the end result product when as important as the operating system is. So Tesla has been hurting lately. They went from sort of one version of their car was pretty expensive. I mean, $100,000 for a vehicle, and they started with a production model vehicle where it was supposed to be in the $40,000, $50,000 range or $30,000 range, and they're hitting a lot of pain in that space. They're competing. I mean, that's a very competitive space when it comes to that model. I mean, you got Ford, they're going after that hardcore where maybe the upper end stuff was a little bit easier to exist and not have to, it's not so crowded. This one was crowded and, they couldn't keep up with orders. They couldn't keep up with production. They had a lot of snags. And again, so I'm watching my hero saying, okay, how's he going to roll with this? And he basically just does what he always does is say, we're moving right on. We're going to nail this. If it's sabotage, but we're going to move on from this. So I'm going to interrupt myself right now and take a phone call. We got Ron out there online. I don't want to have Ron waiting. So 330-729-9977. Let's go to Ron. Ron, you're on the Youngstown Computer Show. How can I help you?
Hello, Joe. Fantastic show as always.
Oh, thank you.
I've got a activity tracker, Fitbit, that sends the statistics, the steps, the calories, and all that, to my PC that's running Windows 7. Every evening at about the same time, I get a pop-up that says there's new software available to fix bugs and so on, and I click on Install It Now, and after about 10 seconds, it says Update Error, problem was encountered, retrieving data, try again later, and every night it comes on, and I'd like to update it, so I've tried, before I hit the Install It Now, turning off my firewall, turning off my antivirus, and still the same thing happens. What should I do next?
All right. So is the error happening on the actual device, or is it happening on the app on the phone?
On the PC.
Oh, on the PC. Okay. All right. So and have you restarted the device? Did a hard reset on it already?
Yes.
Okay. Hard reset on it. You did the antivirus. You did the security. Let's see what else could happen. You know what? This is one of those ones. If it's not, is it happening immediately when the update starts to be applied, or does it let it get into the update?
Oh, it starts and says downloading, and then it changes and says update error. Now, what did you mean by a hard reset?
Yeah, on the device. On the device, you can do a reboot. I think it's 2 of the buttons you hold down, and it actually reboots the device.
I see.
So what you can do is you got a couple things. Number one, when the device is running, think of it like an operating system, that it's in a certain state. Sometimes rebooting it, let's just say that it gets stuck in a state, it gets the best possible scenario for an update to be applied on the device side. If it's failing out right away, it's either going to be a communication problem or it's not set to receive an update. So when you hard reset it, you're giving it the best chance. I can't say that that's going to fix it, but at least it gives you a good chance. So next thing you're going to do is look at the method that it's using to communicate with the device. So in this case, it's going to do Bluetooth between the app and also the device. So you want to in this case, either just turn on and off Bluetooth just to make sure that's reboot. And I'd also disconnect and reconnect, disjoin, rejoin to make sure that I've got a good quality connection between the two. And then what you've already done there was make sure that your antivirus or anything isn't getting in the way on the PC side. And then lastly, if any of those things don't work, we'll see if there's some kind of specific to the brand, if they have a way of working through it. I'd check their knowledge base and see if anybody else is experiencing it. Because sometimes they'll release an update that's harder for a device to take, and then they'll have specific directions about how to get it to take.
Okay. First I'll try the hard reboot, and then I'll go from there.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. All of the devices that we have. Remember, these are different companies that plan on working these devices together, but they all sort of follow a pattern, like a method. You know, they all have methods of communication. They all have software and how they're processed. They all either go to the internet or they pass through a device. So understanding the theory of how your device is communicating. For instance, I had an Echo, that same thing where it was kind of hung up on doing an update, and I power cycled it, and then the update was able to apply without a problem. So give that a shot. Again, all of these devices you have to make sure are updated, because that leaves them to vulnerability if you were not to do that, or not to receive the update. So, Ron, thanks for the phone call. Appreciate it. Talk some more about Elon Musk and the Tesla stuff. Got a bunch of other news items to talk about today, but if you want to get on the program, 330-729-9997, or you can text me at 333-1570. You're listening to the Youngstown Computer Show on 570 WKBN. We'll be right back.
Tonight at 7:05, the Mahoning Valley Scrappers battle the Auburn Double Days, minor league affiliate of the Washington Nationals. And it's a special Jose Ramirez bobblehead giveaway to the first 1,000 fans, sponsored by Toyota of Warren, 21 WFMJ and WBCB. Tonight is also 9 innings of winning, sponsored by Chemical Bank, with fans winning prizes throughout the game. For tickets, call 330-505-0000. Online at mvscrappers.com.
What are your plans this summer? Biking, boating, relaxing in the shade? Don't let yard work stand in your way. Get a dependable new Toro from Ducat today. Whether you need an easy-to-use Toro lawnmower or a fast-cutting Toro zero-turn rider, let Ducat help you make your summer plans a reality. Ducat Sales and Service, Route 422 Warren, Route 224 Boardman.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Hi again, folks. This is Dan Rivers. Let me take just a half a minute of your time to tell you about living life to the fullest at Copeland Oaks Retirement Community. From spacious, independent living villas and apartments to assisted living and memory care, Copeland Oaks is comprehensive. Dan Rivers urging you to learn about all the living options by visiting CopelandOaks.com or call and set up a tour. 938-6126 in nearby Sebring. 938-6126. CopelandOaks.com.
BY Pools and Spas is proud to announce that they're the exclusive Viking pool dealer in the area. Viking Pools are the premier in-ground fiberglass pool company, offering the highest quality multi-layered construction and non-porous surface. For Viking Pools, hot tubs, and pool supplies, visit BY Pools and Spas, 224 at Struthers Road in Poland. Check them out at bypoolsandspas.com.
We're the one for family fun.
Great planting beds start with fresh mulch from Altier's Home and Garden Center. Start with Altier's very popular natural double shredded brown mulch or their color enhanced double shredded mulch in black, brown, and red tones. All can be enhanced with any of Altier's decorative stone. And don't forget the play area. Altier's has playground mulch. Remember, too, at Altier's, haul the mulch yourself or ask about same-day delivery. Call today, get it today. Altier's Home and Garden Center, South Avenue at the corner of McClurg Road in Boardman.
Stop what you're doing. If you're shopping for a Toyota, Taylor Toyota for Heritage has a better way. The Unlock the Savings sales event. Come to our store or go online to unlock your personal savings. Hundreds of Toyotas will be sold. Corollas, Camrys, Highlanders, Tundras, and RAV4s, all priced to move at crazy low prices. Okay, here's what you need to do. Either unlock the savings at our store or go to HermitageToyota.com, click Express Store, and pick your Toyota to unlock your personal savings. Seriously, you won't find anything else like this. Plus, get a new 2018 Corolla LE lease for $164 per month or get 0% financing. Plus $2,000 customer cash on 2018 RAV4s. This summer, change the way you shop at the Unlock the Savings sales event. Tailored Toyota of Hermitage. To pay more is insane. Cashback from Toyota cannot be combined with any other offer. 36-month lease, $2,500 down, plus first payment tax title and $166 doc fee. No security deposit with approved credit. 48-month APR to qualified buyers through TFS. $2083 per $1,000 finance. Not all buyers will qualify. Expires 7/7/18.
No two truck jobs are created equal. There are the everyday adventures. Then there are big jobs. And then there are the really big, heavy-duty jobs. Chevy offers you the choice of 3 different trucks to fit your lifestyle. Colorado, Silverado 1500, and Silverado HD. Designed to take on the everyday, there's the efficiency and capability of the midsize Chevy Colorado. For the big jobs, there's the performance and reliability you've come to expect from Chevy Silverado 1500. Then for those really big, heavy-duty jobs, there's the power and towing confidence of Chevy Silverado HD. Plus, no matter which one you choose, Chevy trucks are from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. So from the everyday adventures to the really big jobs, you can count on Chevy trucks to get the job done for years to come. Visit allstarchevroletdealers.com. Dependability based on longevity. 1987 to July 2017 full-size pickup registrations.
Now 74.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Youngstown Computer Show. I am Joe Danier, owner of Youngstown Computer, and we get to do this on Saturday. We talk about things that are happening in the tech world, and we bring you guys all along for the conversations and to talk about those experiences that we run across. Text message that came in: Joe, my iPhone 7 won't allow me to send emails due to a server error. Any suggestions or reference to cure this? Very annoying. Love the show, Mike. All right, Mike, so here's what I'm going to assume. So you have 2 ways of connecting to, well, more than 2 ways, but 2 basic ways. And so you have the built-in email app that comes with the iPhone 7. So I'm assuming the envelope is the one that you're using. The other way is if you have like the Google or the Gmail app to send email, or the Outlook mail app to send email. I'm going to assume we're talking about the built-in one. Now, this is sort of a pain in the butt, and the way, I don't know why they do this the way that they do, but under the email setup, when you're actually inputting the account settings, you're putting your name and you're putting your reply address and your account name and your password. That solves the incoming email part. But there's also an outgoing email portion that's separated. I think it's in that you have to actually hit a button to be able to get to it. And then you have to put the outgoing messages or outgoing settings. Usually, in most cases, they're the exact same information, same login, same password, same mail server. But you have to do it a second time, or else your outgoing email won't be able to send. And I have a feeling that your outgoing settings are left blank, and that's why when you try to send anything, you're getting that message that there's a server error because either it has the wrong server name or it doesn't have a username and password at all. So I would check that first. In Outlook, you always notice that you have incoming and outgoing server. Well, so does the iPhone, but they're in 2 different places. And what I noticed, and that was poor in design. I mean, we've always done iPhones as being the best example for intuitive layouts and intuitive graphical user interfaces that you can imagine, and this is one of those really poor ones, because why separate them? If you're putting in mail settings, put them all together so you get them all done right. So the alternative is having mail service set up through a service that's integrated, like a Gmail setup, where if you just put your username and password in, it fills everything else out, or an AOL app, it fills everything else, or an Office 365, it fills everything else out for you. If you're using the manual version of that, then you have to specify. So it gives you the options to be able to have incoming mail be one thing and outgoing mail be the other, right? Sometimes that little hurdle between the two makes it so that you only have half your phone set up to be able to send mail. So I hope that helps. Thank you for the question. I appreciate that you're out there and you listen to the show. Like I said, one of my favorite things about it is when I go in public and I get to talk with listeners who's been following the program either short or long term, and you could just see that they get a great deal of satisfaction out of, because they really like tinkering in this deal. They love technology. They love being involved. but they don't really have people that they can ask questions or learn from to get them even deeper into the technology. I mean, I look around my house and I see all of the different integrations, the technology, and all of the different services that, when working well, really add value to your daily. So thanks for being out there. All right, Ronnie, I see you're out there. I'm going to take your call when we get back from this break. Anyone else, if you want to load up the lines, 330-729-9977. Or if you want to text me like Mike did, you can do 333-1570, and I'll answer those questions as well. You're listening to the Youngstown Computer Show on 570 WKBN. We'll be right back.
Here's what's happening in the Valley. Police in Sharon are investigating a homicide after being called early this morning to the 100 block of South Myers Avenue for a suspicious vehicle where they say they found a man inside dead from gunshot wounds. The victim's name has not been released. The landscape in front of the old Kmart building in Boardman is about to look a bit different. Several developers have submitted plans to build new businesses along 224 between the Texas Roadhouse and the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Officials say the old Cash in Advance building will be torn down to make way for a Popeyes restaurant. Next door, a 3-unit plaza will be built. Next to that, a standalone coffee shop. Also, another new plaza is under construction at the intersection of 224 and Applewood Boulevard. It also is planned to have 3 businesses. From the all-new Power Chevrolet Buick GMC newsroom, I'm Dave Price.
Our next update at 2.
Don't you hate algae or cloudy in your swimming pool? Wouldn't it be great to never worry about that again? Our BioGuard True Blue Promise program creates spectacular water. And should algae or cloudy water appear, we'll give you everything needed to fix it for free. Come visit one of our friendly pool experts at Burnett Pools in Canfield, Cortland, or Newcastle and start enjoying a worry-free pool. The BioGuard True Blue Promise. Never miss a moment.
Burnett Pools, we've got it all.
Big Boomer here, that's right, Boomer's the name. Fireworks is my game. Everywhere I go, people's be coming around me. Boomer, where'd you get your crazy fireworks at? I always tell them the same thing every time. Boomer only goes to one place, and that's F&V Fireworks in the Enon Valley. Been to all them other fireworks sparkling stores, stood in all them big old lines, paid too much for them blowing booms. All them other places just don't compare to F&V Fireworks. F&V has the best selection, the best prices, and you'll never have to wait in them horrible long lines. Then people always asking, well, Boomer, how come you always shooting off new stuff if you only shop at one store? Then I tell them how Boomer don't need to go to other places because F&V carries over 2,000 items in the store.
Why pay more, get more. Over 700 items and buy one, get 2 free at F&V Fireworks on State Line Road in Enon Valley. Visit their Facebook page for daily deals. Check them out at fnvfireworks.com or call 724-336-4819. And did you hear? Fireworks are now legal within the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. F&V Fireworks wants to help you learn proper safety procedures. Pick up your fireworks safety book today at F&V Fireworks.
Here's some great MVSN offers.
You deserve the very best. You deserve the Stadium Cadillac experience. You'll love the wide selection at Stadium Cadillac, and you'll appreciate the unparalleled customer service and the great selection of certified pre-owned Cadillacs. Discover your Stadium Cadillac experience.
Don't cook tonight. Enjoy the great takeout menu from Inner Circle Pizza in Canfield. Not only can you enjoy their great pizza, but you can take home anything from their wonderful menu. Log on to innercirclepizza.com or call 330-533-7575.
Enjoy living in your own custom-designed home at Summerwind Private Estates in Canfield, Ohio. Built by DeCiccio Construction. Homes start in the low to mid-200s and include the lot. Enjoy the clubhouse with indoor pool, workout gym, and celebration suite. You'll love living in Summerwind.
It's the 50% off truckload sale at DJV Carpet. Porcelain tile was $3.99, now just $1.99 a square foot. Rolls of Shaw carpeting are now 50% off while supplies last at DJV Carpet on Victoria Road in Austintown. Wholesale pricing every day.
I'm back with Matt Taylor from Taylor Chevrolet of Hermitage. Matt, how's it looking out there?
Hey, Dan, it's a great day here at Chevy Hermitage. We're out here marking down all kinds of Chevys. Silverado, Equinox, Volt, Impala, you name it, we got it.
Well, that sounds great.
We're talking low leases. Get this, I've got a 2018 Cruze LT Auto, $84 a month.
$84 a month for a new car?
Yes, sir. Plus, we're doing 0% for 60 months on a 2018 Equinox. And don't forget, we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe.
You heard it here first, folks. Cruise leases for $84 a month, 0% financing for 60 months on an Equinox, and they'll pay off your trade. Taylor Chevrolet of Hermitage. To pay more is insane. 24-month lease, $2,500 down, plus first payment, tax, title, license, and No security with approved credit, 10K miles per year. Includes GM lease loyalty. Negative equity applied to new loan balance. Qualified buyers with approved credit and must finance through GMF. 1667 per 1,000 finance. Not all buyers will qualify. Offers cannot be combined. Expire 7/2/18.
It's here. Tickets for our 2018 iHeartRadio Music Festival are on sale now. 2 nights on one stage.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
There's nothing else like it. Our 2018 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Hosted by Ryan Seacrest.
This festival is insane.
While the world is listening on iHeartRadio, you can be there. Get your tickets now at iHeartRadio.com/tickets. That's iHeartRadio.com/tickets.
Freak yeah, Jimmy John's.
Freak yeah, what if I just needed 1 sandwich delivered?
Freak yeah, we can do that.
What about 100 sandwiches?
Freak yeah, we can do that.
What about 24 sandwiches?
Freak yeah, we can do that.
67 sandwiches?
Freak yeah, we can do that.
You know, 67's a prime number.
Freak yeah, a whole number greater than one whose only factors are 1 in itself, I know.
Great. I'll take 1 turkey tom, please.
Freak yeah, 1 turkey tom, on the way. Freaky fresh, freaky fast, Jimmy John's, freak yeah.
The expensive mattress you're considering buying is a waste of money. Hi, I'm Christian von Rickenbach, founder of HelixSleep.com, the only place to get a customized mattress starting at just $600. Just go to HelixSleep.com, fill out our 2-minute sleep survey, and we'll design a mattress made just for you with a 100-night sleep trial and financing as low as 0%. Go to helixsleep.com/talkradio right now and you'll get $125 towards your mattress order. That's helixsleep.com/talkradio.
Just ahead, more stimulating talk from the O'Charlie's Digital Studios. $9.99 menu, 9 great meals, 1 great price. O'Charlie's. Cool your home this summer. Call Mazza Heating and Cooling in Girard, your factory authorized Bryant dealer. Now, the Storm Team 27 forecast.
Have the rain gear handy today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be likely, especially into this afternoon. Temperatures will climb into the mid and upper 70s. Skies will stay mostly cloudy through this evening and tonight, with the chance for showers especially early. Overnight temperatures will drop back into the lower 60s. In the Storm Team 27 Weather Center, I'm Alex George.
Now 71.
570 WKBN.com, powered by Donnell Ford, Market Street, Boardman, with the largest Ford inventory in the Valley.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Youngstown Computer Show. Want to welcome everybody who's not listening to the show or is out there in our regular audience. Welcome to the program. Those of you who are joining us over on the iHeartRadio app, welcome to you as well. And we do video streaming over on Facebook Live and also on YouTube Live. So welcome all of you in our collective group. I'm glad you're joining us. Those are chatting over in the Facebook Live thing. Howdy to you as well. So a lot of people join us every week religiously for the last, I don't know, we've been doing the show for 10 years. So it's been an amazing ride here doing radio. And I got to brag on this station just a little bit because, had they not, kind of taken me under their wing and shown me this format, I would have treated it probably just like any other, advertising outlet, putting Yellow Pages ad or newspaper ads or on the radio. I probably would have done that. But when I talked to them about growing my business, it wasn't a salesperson that sat in front of me and tried to sell me a bunch of stuff, or that I had to, just figure out metrics on how to buy something that was going to, grow my business. I sat down with someone who learned a little bit about me and what I did for a living and what I was trying to sell. And before they even asked what was in it for them, they started doing stuff, and they sort of were like an ally that started before I even spent a dime with them, started giving me exposure. The one time I met Dan Rivers out at the Eastwood Mall, I was in rescue mode. I was listening to him talk, and they had internet connectivity problems when he was out there. So I rushed out there with a modem. I created some little solution that got him on the internet, and we started talking about tech on the air, what I just did and whatnot. So he was already willing to help me from sort of the get-go. So every person that I've ever talked to at this station sort of had that was the common thread, where while they're in the business of selling advertising, they really truly support the family of advertisers. And you'll ask anybody who advertises with this station, the listenership is loyal to the product, the station is loyal to the people who advertise, and the advertisers are loyal to all three. So it is like the best symbiosis that I've ever seen in actual practice in the world. So if you're hesitating advertising, this is a really great place to bring your business. Not even necessarily, all things considered, the reason that I will stay here for now until the end of time is because, I can never figure out who's given more, them or me. And so it's just been a great relationship. And that's why the way I like to do business is have a bunch of people who are looking out for me every bit as hard as I'm looking out for them. So it really works out. So if you're on the fence, I say do it. Best money you'll ever spend. Great people, great company. All right. So back to the topic. Oh, you know what? We have a couple calls out there, so let me go to those first before I start ranting again. 330-729-9977. Ronnie's been waiting. Ronnie, you're on the Youngstown Computer Show. How can I help you?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
You do an excellent job.
Thank you.
Great for this area. I've been with you since you started from day one 10 years ago. But when you mentioned Elon Musk, that just struck a chord because I'm familiar with him. And if he gets this would really put him on top of the map. If he gets those underground subways going, it's like I think from Chicago to the airport or from different cities where you can get there in a matter of minutes. You familiar with that?
Oh, heck yeah. They're amazing. They're these, think of these little magnetic riders that you drive your car on, and then the little magnetic rider takes you in to the airport. So underground roads that bring you from the outer city to the airport. It's an amazing concept.
Absolutely. That right there, I say, that will really put his name up. Because I know you've mentioned it. I'm quite sure there's a lot of other people, but I've mentioned his name. Some people never, really heard of it. But I say, no, this guy is on his way to doing something. And that just struck a nerve with me when you said that's one of your idols and this and that. Because I can see you doing something. So
maybe one day.
You've been so patient with people. You've been doing things. I'm one of your older listeners. But I've been with you from day one. I'm still behind with my computer knowledge, but I listen to you, okay? And you've done work for me. I brought my computer and stuff in, so you do an excellent job, man. I really don't miss this show. I have you outside in the yard when I'm working, blasting, so you do a great job, man.
Ronnie, thank you so much for being out there. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care. And the reason this is so big is you got to think of it like our part of our American freedoms is that we have the ability to go anywhere we want at any time without asking permission. So when we have our car and we have our engine and we have our tires, we can go anywhere we want, and we're all having these we're all moving, right? But we're all moving and we can go anywhere we want. Okay? So most of the time when we are driving around, we are pretty much could be on autopilot, right? We're all moving in the same direction. We all could be moving in the same speed. We have the choice of going faster. We have the choice of going slower, left lane, right lane, so on and so forth. And so what we're introducing here is the ability to drive your car when choices are necessary, but drive up onto a little thing when there really isn't any choice. If you're all going to the airport, you're going to the airport. If you were able to systematically align people so that you drive up on a ramp and the ramp just takes you the rest of the way when you know that there isn't, you don't need to get off at this exit or stop for gas or whatever. That's what's amazing about it, because you can think going into the future, if you have connecting, these little carts that carry you from city to city, and you can take and turn your car off between stops. So let's just say you're going from Youngstown to we're going down south, because I've taken this trip a bunch of times, and maybe you have 4 stops between going from Youngstown down to Orlando, Florida, right? You have 5 cities between, on that trip and between those cities. So you drive up to the Youngstown, the Youngstown stop, and the Youngstown stop, you drive in there, and this little magnetic thing takes you to the Pittsburgh stop. So you get off the Pittsburgh stop, and you drive down, and you go to the one that's going from Pittsburgh to wherever the next one is. So you have these little hubs that take you to different spots. So that's when we're sitting back and picturing where this could be, you're going to have a portion of your choice of driving going to the next stop, but from that stop, it can take you to the next city. So we're kind of picturing here with that advancement where your car's either going to take control or the road is just going to take you to the next stop. And if there are 100 miles between you and the next choice that you have to make anyway, why not automate it so that you just get there and you don't have to constantly be paying attention and constantly be using your gas and, that kind of thing. So it's interesting, and we'll see where this comes in. And again, this is another Elon Musk. Doesn't make sense to do it right now, but he's all in. He's going to do it. And the rest of us are like, okay, well, probably aren't going to get financing for it. Or if we were doing it, we probably wouldn't get someone to buy that's even possible. We couldn't get financing for it. But you got all these wait to see what happens. People are like, you know what, this guy's crazy enough to do it, and he's crazy enough to get it done, and it's probably going to end up working. And so those are the kinds of innovators we put our we put our money in or on to get stuff done. It's those people who don't, like I said, they don't break sweat when they come up a little short on something. They just drive on. And another little fun nugget that Elon has come up with. He developed a flamethrower, and so he started a company called the Boring Company, and he created a product called Not a Flamethrower, which is exactly a flamethrower, but for insurance purposes, I'm sure he couldn't say that I'm producing a product that is a flamethrower, because when somebody set something on fire, whatever. So he called it a not flamethrower. So the guy is goofy that way. I love that kind of sense of humor. So anyway, that's interesting. My hero, Elon. So thanks for the call, Ronnie. Appreciate it. Let's go to Walter next. Walter, you're on the Youngstown Computer Show. How can I help you?
Good afternoon.
Hi.
I have an iPad Air 2, and my screen's getting darker. And it happened one other time just recently, and then it went back to the normal color. So now it's like a dark color. I could still see everything, but it's dark.
Okay, and it's pretty. Is it a newer iPad?
It's I just have the bill here. I bought it in 11/14.
Okay. All right. So there are two settings that you have as far as that what governs the screen brightness. You have one that you have a manual adjustment where you can actually take the brightness and you have a little slider and move it up and down. And then it also has an auto adjustment where if you have it on auto adjustment, it will decide whether it could, make the screen less bright or make it brighter. So as long as we've got full function here, this is probably just a feature set where auto adjust brightness is on, and that's why you get a different version of the screen. I would probably take the manual adjustment, adjust it all the way up, and then if you still, you might be able to keep the audio adjustment on once its default level is above where it's at right now.
Yeah. Okay. On my brightness, I have it all the way up.
Okay. Yeah. So I would.
So then the next thing under that is says night shift, auto lock, unlock.
Okay. Yeah. You're gonna want. I'm gonna try to find it here real quick. Display and brightness, night shift off. Auto lock 5 minutes, rise awake. All right. I'm going to find this during the next break where you have that auto adjustment deal. I'll find it, and if you keep listening, I'll make sure I mention it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Walter. Appreciate you being out there. And did I hit the wrong button again? I'm good at that. All right. 330-729-9977 is the phone number. You can also text me here while I'm on the air all show long, and I will read those text messages. And you can text at 333-1570. All right, so here's next rant. So sales tax. All right, so if you hadn't heard last week, there was a ruling in the Supreme Court that states can charge sales tax for internet purchases. And it's been a complaint since the beginning of time where online stores had a distinct advantage over brick and mortar because the online retailers did not have to charge sales tax if the purchaser and the distributor weren't in the same state. So if I sold to somebody in Ohio online and they weren't in Ohio, I wouldn't have to pay sales tax. But if they were, I would have to charge sales tax. And so it was bad because all of us got used to paying no sales tax for products, and the states got to lose out. The states got to lose out, and the brick and mortar retailers got to lose out as well. So with this change means that there's going to be a mad rush for states. I mean, I'll tell you, if I ever make a request from the state, it takes at least 3 weeks for them to get anything useful to me. And usually when they get back to me the first time, it's not even useful. You watch how the states put together the ability to charge sales tax even before you realize that they can do it. They're going to be so efficient when it comes to, bringing out the pocketbook and taking the extra money. So I make a prediction that they're going to waste no time to start charging sales tax and wielding that power that they have now. And I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of taxes in general. If those of you know me for years, it's one of my things that get my blood boiling. But I like it only under one circumstance, and it's because I'm a big proponent of the physical store. I think we've lost a lot of retailers to the online ability, and I think if we make all things fair, if we apply sales tax to one, we apply sales tax to other, and let the best service end up winning. So you as a consumer, you might be more willing to wait 3 days to get a package if it's $20 cheaper because you don't have to pay anybody sales tax, right? And so as more of our purchasing moves online, state revenue goes down, and then you see the problem that could happen, where if they got a majority of their funding for that through the sales tax, they're going to have way less of it. So if you make it uniform, if you make it fair, I'm fine with it. Let's let the better market. I mean, there is going to be a place for online retailers, and there's going to be a place for brick and mortar. But to have such a financial distinction between the two, or separation between the two, I think you'll see a couple of brick and mortars come back because they're not at such a price disadvantage. They can go up against these other retailers that don't have to have physical stores and be a little bit more competitive. Maybe us as consumers will bring about a little bit more of our business back to the people who are right up the street from us. And, we are one of them. And where we have benefited too from being able to purchase online, right? We know that it's probably hurt. We saw a lot of our distributors just go out of business because they just couldn't. They had a warehouse, and the online retailers didn't have to. They had to pay sales tax, and the online retailers didn't have to. So I'm happy to see this and sad to see this at the same time for completely different reasons. 330-729-9977 is the phone number, or you can text me at 333-1570. We'll take your calls when we get back from this break. You're listening to the Youngstown Computer Show on 570 WKBN. We'll be right back.
Buy the package, not the box. Ducat and Toro have everything you need to make quick work of your lawn work. Reliable Toro lawnmowers starting at $259. American-made Toro Zero Turns starting at $22.99. Fully assembled, serviced, and delivered ready to mow. Ducat backs every Toro sold with expert parts and service. Why go anywhere else? Ducat in Warren and Boardman. Count on Toro, count on Ducat.
Let yourself go to Ducat.
DMXI, the name the Valley has grown to trust with medical imaging, has now expanded their services to include personal injury cases. If you're involved with a personal injury case and would like to save money on your medical imaging, just remember DMXI. Remember, it's your choice where to have your imaging done, and Dr. Adam Crouch and his team will be there to help you receive the best imaging services possible. See all of their services at DMXI.com or just stop in. DMXI, just off Todd Avenue in Boardman.
Stifel is a full-service firm offering a wide range of investment vehicles and services. Stifel has 5 offices in the Valley with experienced advisors assisting you. For more information, visit Stifel.com or call 330-744-4351. Stifel Nicholas & Company, Incorporated.
Stop what you're doing. If you're shopping for a Toyota, Taylor Toyota of Hermitage has a better way. The Unlock the Savings sales event. Come to our store or go online to unlock your personal savings. Hundreds of Toyotas will be sold. Corollas, Camrys, Highlanders, Tundras, and RAV4s, all priced to move at crazy low prices. Okay, here's what you need to do. Either unlock the savings at our store or go to HermitageToyota.com, click Express Store, and pick your Toyota to unlock your personal savings. Seriously, you won't find anything else like this. Plus, get a new 2018 Corolla LE lease for $164 per month or get 0% financing. Plus $2,000 customer cash on 2018 RAV4s. This summer, change the way you shop at the Unlock the Savings sales event. Taylor Toyota of Hermitage. To pay more is insane. Cash back from Toyota cannot be combined with any other offer. 36-month lease, $2,500 down, plus first payment tax title and $166 doc fee. No security deposit with approved credit. 48-month APR to qualified buyers through TFS. $2083 per $1,000 finance. Not all buyers will qualify. Expires 7/7/18.
Shepherd of the Valley is seeking nominations for their 14th annual Valley Legacy Awards. If you know a special senior who has inspired others in the community, nominate them before July 19th by visiting shepherdofthevalley.com.
Quiet, comfort, and affordability. The most important things when choosing a place
to live. Westchester Square Apartments offers something to fit every need and budget. 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, and studio apartments. They rent apartments, but they sell convenience. You can find luxury living at Westchester Executive Apartments, 1,200 square feet of upscale living with carports, or independent senior living at Westchester Commons, strategically located in the center of Austintown right next to Route 11. For the perfect apartment, call 330-799-5758. Come and be a good neighbor in a community of good neighbors. Westchester Square Apartments, Austintown. For more information, go to waldenmanagement.com.
Hi, this is Bob Davis with Fairway Ford in Canfield. Trucks, and more Ford trucks. With over 300 F-150s and Super Duties available, it's no wonder Fairway Ford is the #1 F-150 dealer in the entire region, including Ohio and Pennsylvania. We have Limiteds, Platinums, Lariats, King Ranches, XLTs, and STXs, all on sale at your Ford truck headquarters. And top dollar for your trade-in. See us at fairwayfordohio.com or 330-533-FORD. Fairway, that's the way we do business.
It's Saturday, June 23rd, the first weekend of summer. What's new today on the iHeartRadio app? iHeartRadio. Get that summer vibe with real fun beach radio. Perfect for giving you that bubble toes, beachy feeling all summer long. Check out our rock party playlist when you want to live loud and play hard at your summer house party. Or the best yacht rock playlist on the planet when you want to enjoy smooth sailing all summer. It's all new and waiting for you today. iHeartRadio. All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all
now
free.
71.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Youngstown Computer Show. I am Joe Danier, owner of Youngstown Computer, and this is your show where we talk about things that are happening over in tech. All right, so last week, actually, we have a call, so let me go take the call before I get back into another rant here. 330-729-9977. Let's go to Nick. Nick, you're on the Youngstown Computer Show. How can I help you?
Good afternoon. Bear in mind, I'm a senior citizen. I'm not too swift. I have a 2-year-old Dell with Windows 7 on it, and the C drive is less than half full, but the recovery is almost full. What do I need to do, if anything?
Yeah, you don't need to do anything. Basically, manufacturer will put all of your needed software on the recovery portion of the disk. That's just stuff that if you held down a couple of keys, it would go to that partition and pull off your original software. Rather than shipping you the disks when you get the new one, it's already on the hard drive. So you don't really have to do anything with that.
Alrighty, thank you much.
You're welcome. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Last part of the program here, we were talking about auto brightness. Now, this is it's crazy. Why they would do this, I don't ever know. So we're talking about brightness. His brightness is kicking out on him, not working well, so you have to turn off auto brightness. And rather than putting in the brightness section, they put it in the accessibility section. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go into your settings on your iPad, and you're going to go to General, and then you're going to go to Accessibility, and then you're going to go down to Auto, let me find it, Display Accommodations, and then auto brightness. Let me go over that again. General settings, then accessibility, then display accommodations, then auto brightness. Turn it off. And that way it won't slide over on you and make adjustments. Now, you can recalibrate it using this button where you can turn auto brightness on. I think it's when in a dark room and where it will be full bright, and then you can turn auto brightness on, and then it's supposed to take the brightness of the room and take it into consideration. Then when it's light, it's on in a certain way, and if it's dark, it's on a certain way. And so when it gets jacked up like that, it's making adjustments and giving you the wrong brightness setting. So I think that's the method of calibration: is you turn it off, but you turn it back on when you're in the darkest room possible, and then auto brightness will be calibrated correctly. So I hope that helps. Again, Apple, you're supposed to be intuitive. You know, I keep telling people that you're an intuitive company with your interfaces are intuitive and whatnot, and look what you're doing to me. So Apple's just become a normal company anymore. When Steve Jobs died, the intuitiveness and the fight that he would have put up against what was easy for what was the way that it should be, it died with him. So, all right, 330-729-9977. You can text me here at 333-1570, and we'll take those phone calls all the rest of the program. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. This is the Youngstown Computer Show on 570 WKBN. We're back.
Hi, Helen. You coming to lunch today?
No, I can't find my red jewel.
Oh, okay.
Helen lost her jewelry.
Oh, you know what? Helen is probably playing Jewel Quest on iPlay.com.
Hi, Helen. You meeting the girls for dinner?
No, I'm busy with a new romance.
Okay.
What is she doing tonight?
Helen says she's with a man?
Oh, she's playing Dark Romance on iPlay.com.
Helen, it's bridge night. Want to come over early?
Lucky 7, come on, baby, show me the jewels. Jackpot. Gotta go.
What?
What's going on?
Helen is in Las Vegas with her new boyfriend, and he has her jewels.
Helen is playing Las Vegas Casino on iPlay.com. Download iPlay.com for free to your PC and start your own adventure. You can choose from over 2,500 games. It's fun, easy to use, and if you like it, the low monthly payment lets you play as often as you want.
Time is 2 o'clock. For antique oak flooring, go to BairdBrothers.com. This is News Radio 570, WKBN, Youngstown.
From ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. President Trump's arrived in Nevada, where he's due to speak this afternoon at the state's Republican convention. He'll potentially talk immigration. ABC's Tara Palmieri at the White House says he took a different approach yesterday on the topic.
President Trump capping off a chaotic week with another push for a zero-tolerance immigration policy, shifting focus to American parents whose children were killed by undocumented immigrants.
These are the American citizens permanently separated from their loved ones.
Multiple studies show undocumented immigrants commit crimes at a lower rate than American citizens. The president's comments coming as his administration struggles with a crisis on the border, where migrant children were being separated from their parents.
A government official says about 500 of the approximately 2,300 children separated from their families have been reunited. Vice President Mike Pence in Western Pennsylvania for a campaign event supporting Republican Congressman Keith Rothfuss ahead of the fall's midterm elections.
Make no mistake about it, folks, this district's going to matter in terms of who's in charge in the Congress.
Meanwhile, in Pittsburgh, protests continue over Tuesday's deadly police shooting of Antoine Rose, killed by East Pittsburgh officer Michael Roosevelt as he ran from a traffic stop. ABC's Kenneth Moten's in Pittsburgh with more.
Investigators found an empty 9mm gun clip in the teen's front pocket after the shooting. Investigators say the car Antoine was riding in operated as a ride-share or taxi, but it also matched the description of a vehicle possibly involved in a drive-by shooting minutes before. Authorities say they have video, but wouldn't give any specifics. Attorneys for Antoine's family calling the new developments irrelevant.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders says she was told to leave a restaurant in Lexington, Virginia last night. She said the owner told her it's because she worked for the president. And Mexico on the verge of advancing to the knockout round of the World Cup after a 2-1 win over South Korea. You're listening to ABC News.
Here's what's happening in the Valley. Police in Sharon are investigating a homicide after being called early this morning to the 100 block of South Myers Avenue for a suspicious vehicle where they say they found a man inside dead from gunshot wounds. The victim's name has not been released. A Boardman man could face charges in a crash that resulted in a death of a North Jackson woman. The Ohio State Highway Patrol is investigating a crash that happened at the intersection of Rosemont and Blott Roads in Jackson Township yesterday. Investigators say Michael Romai of Boardman was heading west on Rosemont, did not stop at the intersection, hitting a pickup truck driven by Rachel Wood. That caused the truck to spin out of control, flip over into a field. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Police in Howland have one in custody and are looking for 2 more suspects after a woman was shot in the leg yesterday. 27 First News says Jeremiah Jones of Warren is in the Trumbull County Jail. They say the victim picked up Jones and 2 other men in the Giant Eagle parking lot, and at some point between there and a house in the 200 block of Schaefer Drive, she was shot. They say 3 men ran from the car. The landscape in front of the old Kmart building in Boardman is about to look a bit different. Several developers have submitted plans to build new businesses along 224 between the Texas Roadhouse and the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Officials say the old Cash in Advance building will be torn down to make way for a Popeyes restaurant. Next door, a 3-unit plaza will be built. Next to that, a standalone coffee shop. Also, another new plaza is under construction at the intersection of 224 and Applewood Boulevard. It also is planned to have 3 businesses. A business in Warren is no longer allowed to sell liquor after agents from the Ohio Liquor Control Unit revoked its license. The agency noticed something wrong with the daily receipts from the store. They say too many products were being returned. An investigation found that workers were buying the liquor, submitting online rebates, and returning the product. From the all-new Power Chevrolet Buick GMC newsroom, I'm Dave Price.
Our next update at 2:30. Just ahead, more stimulating talk from the O'Charley's Digital Studios. $9.99 menu, 9 great meals, 1 great price. O'Charley's.
I'm back with Matt Taylor from Taylor Chevrolet of Hermitage. Matt, how's it looking out there?
Hey Dan, it's a great day here at Chevy Hermitage. We're out here marking down all kinds of Chevys. Silverado, Equinox, Volt, Impala, you name it, we got it.
Well, that sounds great.
We're talking low leases. Get this, I've got a 2018 Cruze LT Auto, $84 a month.
$84 a month for a new car?
Yes, sir. Plus, we're doing 0% for 60 months on a 2018 Equinox. And don't forget, we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe.
You heard it here first, folks. Cruise leases for $84 a month, 0% financing for 60 months on an Equinox, and they'll pay off your trade. Taylor Chevrolet of Hermitage. To pay more is insane. 24-month lease, $2,500 down, plus first payment, tax, title, license, and doc. No security with approved credit, 10K miles per year. Includes GM lease loyalty. Negative equity applied to new loan balance. Qualified buyers with approved credit and must finance through GMF. $1,667 per $1,000 finance. Not all buyers will qualify. Offers cannot be combined. Expire 7/2/18.
BY Pools and Spas is proud to announce that they're the exclusive Viking pool dealer in the area. Viking Pools are the premier in-ground fiberglass pool company, offering the highest quality multi-layered construction and non-porous surface. For Viking pools, hot tubs, and pool supplies, visit BY Pools and Spas, 224 at Struthers Road in Poland. Check them out at bypoolsandspas.com.
We're the one for family fun.
Now at Menards, save big money in your next project with 11% off everything. Keep animals away from trees, shrubs, and gardens with Messina stoppers. Choose from deer or squirrel stopper. They're easy to apply, won't damage plants, and last for up to 30 days. 32-ounce spray bottles are just $8 each after 11% off. Offer ends June 23rd. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Need a furnace and AC checkup? Call Mazza Heating and Cooling in Girard, your factory-authorized Bryant dealer. Now, the Storm Team 27 forecast.
Have the rain gear handy today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be likely, especially into this afternoon. Temperatures will climb into the mid and upper 70s. Skies will stay mostly cloudy through this evening and tonight, with the chance for showers especially early. Overnight temperatures will drop back into the lower 60s. In the Storm Team 27 Weather Center, I'm Alex George.
It's 73.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Youngstown Computer Show. We get to talk about things that are happening in tech and about tech. We get to open the phone lines to you to discuss whatever's on your mind. We fill in some of the details and gaps. We get asked a lot of questions for guidance, and you're about to make a tech decision, and you want to go in there with some confidence, because if you don't get the information before you go there, there's a salesperson that will be very happy to hand you whatever version of the information that probably makes a sale. So going in there knowing a little bit more than that salesperson is what pretty much where we want to be. We want to be on that edge. We got a couple messages that came from the Facebook Live, and there was a question in there, so let me go ahead and read that real quick. The one question is, Joe, my iPhone suddenly will not put sound out of the earbuds. Won't play sound on the TV through DV adapter with HDMI, and will have sound but no motion when I take videos. All this happens suddenly. What's up? All right, so and I don't know which iPhone you have, if it is the old 3.5 millimeter version of it. That would typically happen when we weren't getting good connection between the adapter that you put in. Could be anything from a bunch of junk is inside that little where you place the headphone jack in, and sometimes cleaning it out with a toothpick will allow you to make good connection. If it is the other kind, the lightning adapter, again, you're probably going to have to clean that out pretty well. Maybe the contacts aren't working and whatnot. I'd wonder if it's charging if that were the case. So that's that question. And then love your show and your involvement in making Youngstown great again. And thank you, Kathy. And that's the second compliment we've had on this show about what we do and sort of our interactions with the business of the city of Youngstown. A couple years ago, I got really involved. And not just because, I was an advocate and I was a proponent. I really wished it into existence where I was there to support anybody who was making any momentum in that direction. But then I got sort of like it was moving a little bit too slow for me. And so I got physically involved. And where I can't really talk about all the things we're doing because most of the stuff we're already in the middle of. But I'm telling you, behind the scenes, there are a lot of very active people doing a lot of active things. One of those deals with pushing this stuff forward is it's a momentum game where good things happen, and then using that momentum to make more good things happen and more good things happen, and so on and so forth. And there are a lot of people that are doing selfless things to push Youngstown forward. And what I like about that, you're always going to have, sort of the opportunists who, when things go good, they're right involved, and then when things get bad, they're out of involvement. I don't see any of those people that kind of stuff happening right now. The people that I've been in contact with, they're all in, no matter if we're going for it, if we got traction or not. And they've staked reputation and notoriety and financials that are backing this. And all it is a matter of time before this stuff takes roots. And I'm telling you, it's not, our future isn't this cautionary tale. This is like one of the biggest rocky come from behind victories that you're ever going to see. So I want to implore you, when you hear about something going on downtown, that you do support it. There are going to be a lot of people that are depending on the local support, not opinions. We don't, your opinion in a sort of that micro interpretation of it is not going to be real helpful. You just have to have faith that there are a lot of really good people that are putting themselves on the line and are really going to need you to come through. My audience and people listening to this program has always done that. If I say we've got a charity that we're supporting, you guys show up in droves. If we say that we need some extra business to come through the dark, you guys show up in droves. You've always been there for me, and I want to take that loyalty and I want to lend it into what we're doing downtown. And so I will make mention. So, we started a website called youngstownreport.com. And so basically, if you're familiar with Drudge Report, this is sort of like a visual take on Youngstown's version of it, where we are putting our data, Youngstown news, right? Things that are happening around our area. And it's not just news. We've got a lot of news outlets that tell you stories that are going on. And a lot of people in this community gravitate towards the most dramatic negative portion of that. So we become this mirror image of dramatic negative stuff, right? Well, I changed that. I said, I'm going to put up this website. I'm going to do the optimistic side, the positive side, the things we're promoting and pushing out there. I'm going to go search through the stories. So maybe every morning I was reading 50 news articles. And the stuff that pushed us forward in the direction that we needed to go, that's the stuff that I was putting. So I will hope all of you out there, everybody that's listening, will start getting into the routine of in the mornings, reading the Youngstown Report and catching up on the news that's happening around Youngstown. So there'll always be articles about, the schools and businesses that are opening and some of the projects that everybody are on. So that's one part. Is everybody listening to this, I'd like you to add my website to your morning routine and catch up with the newest stuff that's going on downtown. That's a great way to stay connected with the events that are happening, because on the left side I have all of the events for the next couple months that are coming up, the headlining events, and then the news articles. That's the kind of thing. And I'll tell you what I did, and this is sort of just my MO. When I started going through the articles, and I noticed that there were some articles that could have been positive, but were written in a way that was tough to really help, right? So it was tough to be able to post those things when I didn't believe it. I'll give you, for example, and this one pissed me off, so this is why it's so near to my memory here. So we had in Struthers, I think it was, there was a church that put together a bunch of Christmas gifts for underprivileged children, urban children, wherever they were going. I don't necessarily think, I don't really know who ended up with these gifts. But anyway, this church put together a bunch of gifts. Well, they were broken into and the gifts were stolen, right? And so a couple, the next day, people came in and replaced all of the gifts. They went out and shopped and replaced everything that had just been stolen. So from my standpoint, the big story to tell about Youngstown is that there were heroes that stepped up when it mattered and bought all new gifts. In spite of something bad, right? Something bad that happened, we kicked it. We hit a home run. Look how awesome our people are. So that was the story. We had a total opportunity for that story to be written that outlines the best of what Youngstown has to offer. 90% of the story was about the break-in and the heartache and the terribleness and awful. And they sort of mentioned at the very end that, oh, yeah, by the way, the gifts were replaced. And so I went on a letter writing campaign there. I started sending emails and letters to editors and people who were writing stories that said, hey, I would have loved this story to be included in the Youngstown report. But guess what? It was far too negative. I'm so sick of hearing negative news. I'm so sick of us being painted in the worst light possible. So if you could start writing some articles that cast us in a better light, then I will absolutely include you in the Youngstown report. And I'm telling you, I got very little response back, but I was able to. I was at an event and I sat down with someone from the Vindicator, and we had a very frank conversation about, they are in the business of delivering the news that people want to read. And they know what they would like to happen is different than what they have to provide. And I on my side, I said, hey, you know what? I'm not looking at rose-colored glasses where we take the actual things that are happening and paint it up when it's not a good story, right? I don't want you to take a story that's terrible and has a one element that's good and pretend like it was all good. I'm looking at the opposite. I don't know why we do the other side where it was a really good story that we somehow phrased it into being a terrible story. And that's the part that I was sick of. So this exchange, I met a really good contact at the Vindicator, and they were really opening. I mean, they were already, their heart was on board. That whole company, their heart is on board. But we got to bring the public along and say, hey, you know what? I know that you guys are addicted to the drama that we can regularly give you, but let's stop it. Let's give you a reason to look somewhere else and not be so easily distracted by negativity. And let's gravitate towards the support role. I know we're good at this already. Our heart is huge. We just got to have those little addictions with giving that drama and gossip and small town mindset. We got to get beyond that. So that's what I'm asking all of you. Start hitting the youngstownreport.com. When you do that, when we bring up those numbers, then we're going to sell advertising, and we're on those ads. Think about it this way. If we have people that are benefiting from positive stories and the advertising are benefiting from positive people, just think about that marketplace and how it can grow. We are germinating. We are creating our own positively heart. Because if you go to my site right now, I know that you're a supporter of Youngstown and supporter of us and supporter of the positive things that we can become. So then the advertisers, I'm gonna tell them when they buy an ad on Youngstown Report, I'm gonna say, you're not just getting the regular people from Youngstown. You're getting a new flavor, a different breed of someone who wants the best for the city. And so those people are the loyalists, the people who want the best for the city, because they're not really, they're not looking just for themselves. So we all benefit from having a great city that has lots of prosperous opportunities that are ahead of us, right? Everybody benefits from that. You got to kind of do the action first before you get the benefit. And that's sometimes hard. It's easier to go, feel bad for yourself, play the victim, think about the bad news, talk about the bad news, tell everybody about the bad news. I can always tell when I walk up to someone, the first thing out of their mouth is something horrible that is either currently happening to them or not. And I hate that. I'm a law of attraction guy. I know that we're force feeding our future to ourselves when we just sort of wallow in that mess. So I'm just telling you out there that I hope you'll go to youngstownreport.com, make it your daily. Help me if you've got a business that needs some, would like to advertise and support us. I can't, guarantee a whole lot of response because I would say we're less than 1,000 hits per day. So those first round of advertisers are going to have some belief that this thing's going to become bigger than it is right now. And, you're going to get the honest from me. I'm not going to tell you something that isn't true. So I'd appreciate it that anybody calls my office if you're interested in placing some banner advertising. I can only make you this promise that if you help me out and you get things going for me, that we will make sure that we are obligated to you, that whatever your brand you bring to us, we will do our best to represent you and the positive and the good that you kind of brought to the table. That's all I can. And those visitors, the people that come to the site, I will tell you all the time that these advertisers aren't people that are just looking to give exposure. They're activists. They're advocating for what can go on in this city, and that's what I want to bring to the marketplace. All right, 330-729-9977. Let's go to Bob next. Bob, you're on the Youngstown Computer Show. How can I help you?
Hi, Joe. Nice show.
Thank you.
I was on online a while back, and I was looking up used computers, and I bumped into this Apple site, and they had all these old towers and everything, and really cheap. I was wondering, would it be worthwhile to pick one of those up for a couple $100?
So just a couple $100? Yeah, I mean, my threshold is that if I'm saving like 75%, I'm willing to take on something used. Some of these used prices are only a little bit cheaper than something new. So depending on the age, let's just say I think that Apple computers usually last between 8 and 10 years. Okay, so anything over 8 to 10 years, it literally is a gamble, right? It could go bad tomorrow and you can't be upset. So if it's a couple $100 on a computer that originally cost, $1,500, it's a worthwhile deal. You might get something good out of it.
Yeah, because some of these were those towers. They had the dual processor and everything. They might have been like $300 or $400, something like that. I'm not sure exactly. I don't remember. I did this months ago, but I was thinking, since Apple supposedly doesn't get attacked and hacked and all that, maybe it's worthwhile just getting one of those and play with it.
It's a worthwhile gamble. At $300, I would probably do it too.
And the other question is, do you have to have an Apple monitor, or can you use another monitor to plug into this?
No, any monitor that has the output of the whatever the Mac has. In this case, it's going to be like a little digital port that you'll have to have a converting cable to put it into HDMI or to DVI. But you can pick up one of those conversion cables pretty easy.
Okay, all right. And the thing about you were just talking about the news, I get it. I mean, I'm older. I'm 68, and I can remember the days when you had the 3 networks and the people reporting the news, the Cronkites and those guys. You believed everything they said because it was news, and it was the facts. Today, you can't believe anything you see on TV anymore, or hear on the radio, or even read in the papers. And they don't want to put out good stuff. It's all bad stuff. And I'm sick of it. I'm like you. I don't want to hear this bad stuff every day.
Amen, Bob.
Promote the good stuff, and make people feel good. Somebody says if you don't want to get sick or have a bad day, don't listen to the news.
That's it. All right, Bob, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. We're going to take this break, come back, take some more of your phone calls. We're going to get lined up, 330-729-9977. We are breaking the mold. We're bringing optimism back to the table. I hope all of you listening out there are on board with me because we're not stopping. I mean, we're going to do this. So, Bob, thanks for your support. All right, we'll take this break, come back, take some more of your phone calls. You're listening to the Youngstown Computer Show on 570 WKBN. We'll be right back.
Shepherd of the Valley is seeking nominations for their 14th annual Valley Legacy Awards. If you know a special senior who has inspired others in the community, nominate them before July 19th by visiting shepherdofthevalley.com.
From America's best-selling automobile to the world's toughest trucks, there's a reason why customers are driving from Youngstown, Boardman, Austintown, Hermitage, even Cleveland and Pittsburgh. So come and find out for yourself at our all-new state-of-the-art facility on Route 46. See you at Toyota of Warren.
If you haven't stopped by Altiers Home and Garden, what are you waiting for? You're missing out on gorgeous patio pots and hanging baskets filled with a variety of colorful annuals. Perennials that bloom year after year, a wide selection of fresh herbs that will transform an ordinary meal into an extraordinary meal, and patio accessories that will make you the envy of the neighborhood. So quit procrastinating and head to Altiers Home and Garden on South Avenue, near McClurg and Western Reserve Road.
All expenses paid. 7-day cruise? Nobody just wins a 7-day cruise. Sorry, but being at home doesn't make me stupid. And the vacations on TV are so expensive. But I do think it would be nice to just get away for a moment. Thank goodness I found iPlay.com. Once I downloaded the application to my PC, I found a whole new world of adventures. I can play over 2,500 games like Paris Mysteries, Las Vegas Casino, and Lost Lands, all for a low monthly subscription with no extra fees. I can travel the world from right here at home, and I don't have to think about ridiculous scams or costly vacations. iPlay.com is free to download and easy to use. I deserve to have some fun, and now I do every day on iPlay.com. If you want to get away and have some fun like me, download iPlay to your PC and start your own home adventure right now.
Big Boomer here, that's right, Boomer's the name. Fireworks is my game. Everywhere I go, people's be coming around me. Boomer, where'd you get your crazy fireworks at? I always tell them the same thing every time. Boomer only goes to one place, and that's F&V Fireworks in the Enon Valley. Been to all them other fireworks sparkling stores, stood in all them big old lines, paid too much for them blowing booms. All them other places just don't compare to F&V Fireworks. F&V has the best selection, the best prices, and you'll never have to wait in them horrible long lines. Then people always asking, well, Boomer, how come you always shooting off new stuff if you only shop at one store? Then I tell them how Boomer don't need to go to other places, because F&V carries over 2,000 items in your store.
Why pay more, get more. Over 700 items and buy one, get two free at F&V Fireworks on State Line Road in Enon Valley. Visit their Facebook page for daily deals. Check them out at fnvfireworks.com or call 724-336-4819. And did you hear? Fireworks are now legal within the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. F&V Fireworks wants to help you learn proper safety procedures. Pick up your fireworks safety book today at F&V Fireworks.
Here's some great MVSN offers.
You deserve the very best. You deserve the Stadium Cadillac experience. You'll love the wide selection at Stadium Cadillac, and you'll appreciate the unparalleled customer service and the great selection of certified pre-owned Cadillacs. Discover your Stadium Cadillac experience.
Don't cook tonight. Enjoy the great takeout menu from Inner Circle Pizza in Canfield. Not only can you enjoy their great pizza, but you can take home anything from their wonderful menu. Log on to innercirclepizza.com or call 330-533-7575.
Bernard Daniels Lumber in Canfield. We're so much more than a lumber store.
Everything to improve your home, inside and out. Our knowledgeable staff can help you out with any project. Bernard Daniels Lumber in Canfield has been serving the Valley for over 100 years, so come on out and see why we're the best deal in town.
It's the 50% off truckload sale at DJV Carpet. Porcelain tile was $3.99, now just $1.99 a square foot. Rolls of Shaw carpeting are now 50% off while supplies last at DJV Carpet on Victoria Road in Austintown. Wholesale pricing every day.
Stop what you're doing. If you're shopping for a Toyota, Taylor Toyota of Hermitage has a better way. The Unlock the Savings sales event. Come to our store or go online to unlock your personal savings. Hundreds of Toyotas will be sold. Corollas, Camrys, Highlanders, Tundras, and RAV4s all priced to move at crazy low prices. Okay, here's what you need to do. Either unlock the savings at our store or go to HermitageToyota.com, click Express Store, and pick your Toyota to unlock your personal savings. Seriously, you won't find anything else like this. Plus, get a new 2018 Corolla LE lease for $164 per month or get 0% financing. Plus $2,000 customer cash on 2018 RAV4s. This summer, change the way you shop at the Unlock the Savings sales event. Taylor Toyota of Hermitage. To pay more is insane. Cashback from Toyota cannot be combined with any other offer. 36-month lease, $2,500 down, plus first payment tax title and $166 doc fee. No security deposit with approved credit. 48-month APR to qualified buyers through TFS. $20.83 per $1,000 finance. Not all buyers will qualify. Expires 7/7/18.
Now 74.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Youngstown Computer Show. I am Joe Danier, owner of Youngstown Computer, and we get to do this on Saturday. We get to bring some new knowledge, new input. It's an entertaining show to listen to, and it brings you a little bit closer to the tech world. So if you want to give us a call, 330-729-9977. Last hour, we had a call from Walter, who was asking about the darkness of his screen. We went through some settings, and I want to repeat them again for Walter. So basically what it is that they have an auto brightness feature that's built into iPhones where it can reduce the brightness of the screen depending on the light variables that are surrounding the phone. They moved it so that under brightness settings, it is no longer set. The toggle switch is no longer there. So, Walter, grab pen and paper. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to go into the settings represented by a little gear. Under settings, you're going to go to general. And under general, you're going to find accessibility. Under accessibility, you're going to find display accommodations. And under display accommodations, you're going to hit auto brightness. Again, general. I'm sorry. You're going to go to find settings, then general, then accessibility, then display accommodations, and then auto brightness, and you're just going to hit that toggle off. I'm sorry there's 15 steps, but I guess Steve Jobs wanted you to find it, and the newer Apple people did not want you to find it. So again, find the gear, go to general, go to accessibility, go to display accommodations, find auto brightness, and toggle that sucker off. So Walter, hopefully that helps you out. 330-729-9977. We also got a message over on the Facebook Live about someone requesting information about working for Youngstown Computer, and they listed some of their qualifications for working in the computer field. And when you sort of get near the Youngstown Computer Company, I mean, what I'm most looking for is that people who are smart, yes, you have to have some mathematical thinking, you have to be a good problem solver, but you have to be extremely coachable. This isn't something where we just wander into it and we exercise just a skill set we have. I'm a very process-based guy. So when you follow those processes that we have set up, we're able to take care of people in the best way that we can orchestrate. And so whereas a lot of people have come through our door that are super smart, and if you can be bridled, where we can exercise your intelligence, in the best service way. I mean, we take it from third-party perspectives. We look at everything that we provide for our customers, and we're constantly weighing it out how we can do it better. And so if you're interested in working for Youngstown Computer, I'm always looking for somebody to help me in the field. We've always been in huge pursuit of field staff to be able to take care of our commercial customers, where engineering helps and problem solving helps. I want you to be a good person who's got integrity, who can tell the truth and follow processes, and just have faith in the process that we take care of ourselves and our customers and each other. So if you're interested in working for Youngstown Computer, make sure you send us your resume. Phone number is 330-259-7278. Get in contact with us. You're listening to the Youngstown Computer Show on 570 WKBN. We'll be right back.
Here's what's happening in the Valley. Police in Sharon are investigating a homicide after being called early this morning to the 100 block of South Myers Avenue for a suspicious vehicle where they say they found a man inside dead from gunshot wounds. The victim's name has not been released. The landscape in front of the old Kmart building in Boardman is about to look a bit different. Several developers have submitted plans to build new businesses along 224 between the Texas Roadhouse and the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Officials say the old Cash in Advance building will be torn down to make way for a Popeyes restaurant. Next door, a 3-unit plaza will be built. Next to that, a standalone coffee shop. Also, another new plaza is under construction at the intersection of 224 and Applewood Boulevard. It also is planned to have 3 businesses. From the all-new Power Chevrolet Buick GMC newsroom, I'm Dave Price.
Our next update at 3.
Now, Toby Keith should have been a Cowboy Tour 25.
Should have been a cowboy.
Presented by Ford F-Series.
Learn to roll around. Solo Cup.
September 3rd at the Canfield Fair.
How do you like me now?
Toby Keith.
Let's get for my man.
Should have been a Cowboy Tour 25.
Brought to you courtesy of the Red Wine.
On sale now. Buy tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Tonight at 7:05, the Mahoning Valley Scrappers battle the Auburn Double Days, minor league affiliate of the Washington Nationals. And it's a special Jose Ramirez bobblehead giveaway to the first 1,000 fans, sponsored by Toyota of Warren, 21 WFMJ and WBCB. Tonight is also 9 innings of winning, sponsored by Chemical Bank, with fans winning prizes throughout the game. For tickets, call 330-505-0000. Online at mvscrappers.com.
Great planting beds start with fresh mulch from Altier's Home and Garden Center. Start with Altier's very popular natural double shredded brown mulch or their color enhanced double shredded mulch in black, brown, and red tones. All can be enhanced with any of Altier's decorative stone. And don't forget the play area. Altier's has playground mulch. Remember too, at Altier's, haul the mulch yourself or ask about same-day delivery. Call today, get it today. Altier's Home and Garden Center, South Avenue at the corner of McClurg Road in Boardman.
No 2 truck jobs are created equal. There are the everyday adventures, then there are big jobs, and then there are the really big heavy-duty jobs. Chevy offers you the choice of 3 different trucks to fit your lifestyle: Colorado, Silverado 1500, and Silverado HD. Designed to take on the everyday, there's the efficiency and capability of the midsize Chevy Colorado. For the big jobs, there's the performance and reliability you've come to expect from Chevy Silverado 1500. Then for those really big, heavy-duty jobs, there's the power and towing confidence of Chevy Silverado HD. Plus, no matter which one you choose, Chevy trucks are from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. So from the everyday adventures to the really big jobs, you can count on Chevy trucks to get the job done for years to come. Visit allstarchevroletdealers.com. Dependability based on longevity. 1987 to July 2017 full-size pickup registrations.
I'm back with Matt Taylor from Taylor Chevrolet of Hermitage. Matt, how's it looking out there?
Hey, Dan, it's a great day here at Chevy Hermitage. We're out here marking down all kinds of Chevys. Silverado, Equinox, Volt, Impala. You name it, we got it.
Well, that sounds great.
We're talking low leases. Get this, I've got a 2018 Cruze LT Auto, $84 a month.
$84 a month for a new car?
Yes, sir. Plus, we're doing 0% for 60 months on a 2018 Equinox. And don't forget, we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe.
You heard it here first, folks. Cruise leases for $84 a month, 0% financing for 60 months on an Equinox, and they'll pay off your trade. Taylor Chevrolet of Hermitage. To pay more is insane. 24-month lease, $2,500 down, plus first payment, tax, title, license, and doc. No security with approved credit, 10K miles per year. Includes GM lease loyalty. Negative equity applied to new loan balance. Qualified buyers with approved credit and must finance through GMF. $1,667 per $1,000 finance. Not all buyers will qualify. Offers cannot be combined. Expire 7/2/18.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn your best price from nearly a dozen highly rated, price-competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote Life. For example, George is 40. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-573-9552. That's 800-573-9552. 800-573-9552. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Just ahead, more stimulating talk from the O'Charley's Digital Studios. $9.99 menu, 9 great meals, 1 great price. O'Charley's. For your home or business, call Mazza Heating and Cooling in Girard, your factory-authorized Bryant dealer. Now, the Storm Team 27 forecast.
Have the rain gear handy today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be likely, especially into this afternoon. Temperatures will climb into the mid and upper 70s. Skies will stay mostly cloudy through this evening and tonight, with the chance for showers especially early. Overnight temperatures will drop back into the lower 60s. In the Storm Team 27 Weather Center, I'm Alex George.
Now 74.
570 WKBN.com, powered by Donnell Ford and DonnellFord.com, where price sells cars and great service keeps customers.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Youngstown Computer Show. This is our final second half of this second hour for the Youngstown Computer Show. 330-729-9977 if you want to get on the program for this last segment. Let's see. I just want to tell you, in the mornings on Facebook Live, I get up super early, and on my morning commute, I turn on Facebook Live, and I do a broadcast of whatever's rolling around in my brain that day. So it's a little outlet, 5 or 6 minutes every day, about some kind of inspirational nugget that's flying out of my head. And what it basically, this whole era where at any point in time that any person on this planet that if they've got something useful to say can just go out to the internet and say it has given us this phenomenon of this, just this extensive oversharing from people's heads. There's so much content that is begging for attention coming from all directions. So, I use it as a method, an expression, a method of expression to be able to share and help people. Okay, and it's our agenda from day one, is that we want to use our knowledges and our abilities to help people. And I think about, how many people out there that have vast experiences and are not sharing with everyone, where they're, tips and tricks and hints that in their mind they might not think are very, are very valuable. The rest of us that would love to be sitting in a conversation with, a guy that's already served out, his professional life, and they can share what experiences they've come across. That stuff is so valuable. And you run across people like that every once in a while, and you'll have a beer with them, and they'll share, and that just stuff would be amazing to be able to listen to. The other day, we do the Boom Boom Room downtown, Ray Mancini, and we started doing a show a couple days a week. If you haven't caught it, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 6. And Ray gets a lot into the whole philosophy thing as well. And so he and I kind of exchange inspirational things. He wants the best for the city. I want the best for the city. We look to help anybody who we come across. I mean, Ray is a softie. I mean, for as much as he's a powerful fighter and, he sort of demands respect in just being a pretty hardcore guy, he's a softie. And I the first 5 or 6 times I ever met the guy, it was because he was lending his name to help some kind of charity or some person or whatever. So he is a really good guy. And so, with many people as I meet from, personalities and whatever from the downtown area, you have a whole lot of people that do that regularly, where they lend their name into something for the betterment of other people. And, I just want to make sure that we as a whole, as a community, that always support that kind of stuff. We always, if people are going to put themselves out there a little bit, we always want to make sure that we're there. We got these people's back. So, if you, as a professional, or you think you've got something in your head that you think is valuable, we'll help piece it together. I mean, we've got a whole studio downtown that we're using to tell people's story, and taking the most interesting parts out of it and using it to educate. And so we're going to take some students from MCCTC and high schools. We're going to give them the ability to take some ideas that are rolling around their heads. And it is really interesting radio to be able to hear people just at the very beginning of their professional lives, right? You get to have insight into the things they're thinking about, and you get to be coached, or they get to be coached, and you get to watch that stuff go down. So I predict that we're going to have some pretty intelligent kids coming through our system, and we're going to be able to tell stories that are going to inspire even the next generation. That's really what we're going to do here in the city of Youngstown, is we're not only going to do, but we're going to inspire the next generation. So the next generation coming up through the ranks, right? They're going to have hope. They're going to have belief. They're going to have seen people ahead of them that have already done it, and they're going to follow in the footsteps to even build bigger and more strong, and know that you don't have to be, your generosity and you're looking to be a softie doesn't make you weak. It's part of the personality of this area, where you got Ray Mancini, who are knocking people out like crazy, would help anybody that ever asked him to do anything. And so you got so much heart in this town. And so the only reason that we haven't done this already is there hasn't been somebody that has staked it out long enough to see it through to its fruition, because it's happening right now all around us. So I just want to, again, share that there are a lot of people pushing this cart, and we just need a lot more help from the public, that when you see an opportunity to jump in, I'll tell you about it. I'm not bashful about telling you what we should be working on and what's in the best interest of this city. And it's most primarily our attitude and what we carry into the conversation. Because if we're defeatists and comes out in our language that all we're all about is negativity, and so be it. That's what's going to be delivered. But if we can break out of that and follow in some optimistic words, and when we have an opportunity to go optimistic and stop paying attention to the dumpster fires and the crashes, and really help people, even if it's imperfect. If somebody's building something and they got a vulnerable idea, what do you think they need? Do you think they need a pylon of an opinion about how it shouldn't be done? Or do you think they say, you know what, this might be incomplete, it might be a little messy, but we're on board because these people are putting themselves out there and doing something, and we're going to get behind them. That's what the city that I want. I want the next generation to see. That's where we're all about, where we support each other and we push ourselves ahead, and not looking about the realist point of view, where when we got an imperfect, I don't want, think about it this way. If everybody puts ideas together, and if it's not absolutely perfect and the public just tears it apart, just think what that does with some of our better ideas. I'm not going on the hook. If I put myself out there and the public just tears me apart, I'm not sharing it with you until it's complete. And some of my best ideas that I've ever had were the worst ideas coming off of the whiteboard. They were the hardest to explain. They had holes in them all over the place. And if I shared them with you and you thought that they were incomplete, you were right that they were incomplete. And your words would have probably thrown me off of my track, where I would have never done it if I'd had the criticism of the public, fixated on me. And so that's why I want to change the attitude so the next generation sees that we are a supportive town that pushes people forward, not jumps on them and gang tackles them. So 330-729-9977. My desktop says that Google Drive is full. I emptied the trash bin manually, but it still says full. What to do? And I will tell you, this Google Drive thing, these cloud things, they're driving me nuts. Okay, I've had a similar problem. We do the program here at the studio, and producer here, Dave, uploads the program to cloud storage, right? We've tried OneDrive, Google Drive, all the other cloud computing drives, and this exact thing has happened in this deal. And what I've found is the messaging that comes through for Drive being full might not exactly be, and I know that it's not truthful in this case, where I was nowhere even close. We pay the whatever money it is to get the most amount of storage space. So never have we been even close to being filled. But we would get this message that it constantly was full. All right, so I would have to uninstall, detach, and then reinstall, attach, and then I'd be able to upload for a little while again until the message came down the line. I don't have an answer for you for this question, but this is what I think is going on. Okay, so this cloud thing, it basically, when you install it on a computer, it integrates with the operating system. Okay, so there's a good bit of synchronization that happens between the local side of the desktop and what ends up going for the cloud. So let's just say you have it in anything you put in My Documents ends up synchronizing with the cloud, right? So what I think happens is there's a bunch of synchronizations that weren't actually real files. They were just the hypothetical that could be real files syncing up with what's on the cloud. So let's just say I had a desktop and temporarily I put a transfer folder on my desktop that had a bunch of video files, right? I think sometimes those folders get stuck with the synchronization and record what those video files would have been, and those video files would have eventually filled up my cloud storage. But I don't have a way to reset that yet, where I don't know if it's you uninstall all of those synchronization connections. I don't know if it's you adjust the settings so that it doesn't synchronize and it allows you to resume again. So I guess let me figure this out first, and then I will re-ask your question to myself in a coming program in the future, because this is one I'm still been working on a little bit. That's a fantastic thing about tech. And if you are a good information finder, someone who can dig through all kinds of sources to be able to find your information, you can usually find someone who was on your path before you that shared the results of whatever that was. One of the big programs we use is Experts Exchange, where a bunch of computer people, engineers, people who have MCSEs, people who have MCPs, people who have lots of computer credentials, they basically compete with one another for these awarded points for solving other people's problems. So you pay your X amount of dollars per month, and you get these people at your disposal. So when we run across something that we had never seen before, and one of our customers asks for it, what we'll do first is we'll see if anybody out there in computer land has ever seen this before. So I'll give you one case where we had an Exchange server that had a very specific problem with a connector. Okay, so Exchange server basically is a mail program, mail server, and then you have a POP connector which delivered POP mail from other sources into an Exchange mailbox. Well, in this case, it was generating an immense amount of traffic that we couldn't figure out if it was functioning correctly, if it was spam that was coming in, or something was not configured correctly. And I want to see if anybody's seen this before. And sure enough, we put the problem out there at Experts Exchange, and somebody who was an administrator for an Exchange server does it daily responded back to us and told us, that what they thought the problem was, and it helped us solve the problem by filling in the day-to-day stuff we would never know unless we dealt with Exchange server every single day, which he did. And so through the participation in that ecosystem, we were able to buy the information by subscribing to it, and we were able to, fix the problem for our customer. And that's the brilliant thing about this, is that there are some really good sources for solving these kinds of problems. So it's just a matter of time before I pitch that, OneDrive or Google Drive question to a system like that, and somebody will pipe up and say, yeah, you know what? I saw that same problem and I did X, Y, and Z, and then we'll have a better understanding. Every day that goes by we add to our capabilities of what the next generation of problems we're going to see, because it never stops. It's never like, hey, we get to revision 5 and we stay on revision 5 because we got it all figured out. Tomorrow there's going to be a revision 6 and it's going to have a whole new feature set, but it's also going to have another problem set. So that's just what we do. That's what keeps it so interesting, is we keep digging through and taking the theory, understanding how this works, but individual troubleshooting steps. We're constantly going back to the well and checking in with other smart people in every industry and seeing what they think. And through that exchange, it makes all of us smarter. And so now you can see why this show is so valuable to not only the community, but other professionals. I mean, I think about if you can sit back and listen to, you're starting XYZ computer company, and you can tag into the show and find out what people are asking and what people are interested in. You could learn what the market is interested in just by hearing the people exchange. So again, I thank everybody out there that participates in this program and has kept it growing and developing throughout all those years. Let me mention Youngstown Computer and how you get a hold of us if that's what you desire. You can call our office, 330-259-7278. I ask that you write that phone number down, regardless if you're interested in computer support or just supporting us. That's the number you're going to get information to me so we can act on, 330-259-7278. You can leave messages for me. You can talk to Carla, talk to the guys on the bench, and organize your exchange. So if you have a computer that needs looked at, or you need to buy some hardware, we can pretty much do anything. And most of our customers have faith and trust in us, so they bring something to our table, and then we'll give you guidance whether or not we're going to field it or it's better off that you go over here. People are often surprised when they say, hey, you know what? Does it benefit you buying a computer? Does it benefit me as a consumer buying a computer from you? And I say, not really, no. Will you buy a computer from me? Because I have a very strict process for computers. I buy pretty much the exact same setup over and over and over again. Okay, it is a setup that performs the best, is the sweet spot in as far as price goes, and I can support it like it's nobody's business. So when you buy from me, you're not going to get the lowest absolute price on a computer. You can get much cheaper than buying from me. What you do is you get a part of my brain that configured this machine and the ability to support that machine going forward. So if you run a company, that makes total sense. You don't have to worry about buying an HP. Is this a good model or whatever? You get one that we've had in the field for years, and we have faith in it, and we know we got the lowest failure rate possible, so it kind of gives you the best chance. But when I tell people that, when they say, does it benefit me? And I say, yeah, price-wise, no, it doesn't. They're a little surprised by that I would even say something like that, because it's, when people ask me a question, I give them truth. And that's why people have faith in Youngstown Computer. So 330-259-7278. I hope that all those of you who are interested in advertising over on the youngstownreport.com will give a call and let us know that even if you're not doing it right now, just let us know that you're interested in doing it. And that way we put you on our radar. All right, 330-729-9977. We'll be right back. This is the Youngstown Computer Show on 570 WKBN.
Stop what you're doing. If you're shopping for a Toyota, Taylor Toyota of Hermitage has a better way. The Unlock the Savings sales event. Come to our store or go online to unlock your personal savings. Hundreds of Toyotas will be sold. Corollas, Camrys, Highlanders, Tundras, and RAV4s, all priced to move at crazy low prices. Okay, here's what you need to do. Either unlock the savings at our store or go to HermitageToyota.com, click Express Store, and pick your Toyota to unlock your personal savings. Seriously, you won't find anything else like this. Plus, get a new 2018 Corolla LE lease for $164 per month or get 0% financing. Plus $2,000 customer cash on 2018 RAV4s. This summer, change the way you shop at the Unlock the Savings sales event. Taylor Toyota of Hermitage. To pay more is insane. Cashback from Toyota cannot be combined with any other offer. 36-month lease, $2,500 down, plus first payment tax title and $166 doc fee. No security deposit with approved credit. 48-month APR to qualified buyers through TFS. $20.83 per $1,000 finance. Not all buyers will qualify. Expires 7/7/18.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Thompson's Water Seal Total is an all-in-one stain and sealer that gives lasting protection to exterior wood surfaces. It's pre-mixed and ready to use. Semi-transparent is just $20.44 a gallon after 11% off. Save on Thompson's Water Seal Total and more. Offer ends June 23rd. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, my name's Augie Toome from Toome's Bicycle Shop in Warren, Ohio, Warren's only Trek dealer. For 2018, Trek has come out with a new model called the Trek Verve Plus. It's a power-assisted bike that gives you 4 levels of power assist. We'll have every color, every frame size in stock, ready to go. Take it for a test ride. You will be amazed at what the bike does. Come and see us at Toome's Bike Shop, 330 West Market Street, Warren, Ohio, THUMMS.com.
BY Pools and Spas is proud to announce that they're the exclusive Viking pool dealer in the area. Viking Pools are the premier in-ground fiberglass pool company, offering the highest quality multi-layered construction and non-porous surface. For Viking pools, hot tubs, and pool supplies, visit BY Pools and Spas, 224 at Struthers Road in Poland. Check them out at bypoolsandspas.com.
We're the one for family fun.
If you haven't stopped by Altiers Home and Garden, what are you waiting for? You're missing out on gorgeous patio pots and hanging baskets filled with a variety of colorful annuals. Perennials that bloom year after year, a wide selection of fresh herbs that will transform an ordinary meal into an extraordinary meal, and patio accessories that will make you the envy of the neighborhood. So quit procrastinating and head to Altiers Home and Garden on South Avenue, near McClurg and Western Reserve Road.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn your best price from nearly a dozen highly rated, price-competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote Life. For example, George is 40. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino, and believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-573-9552. That's 800-573-9552. 800-573-9552. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
It's Saturday, June 23rd, the first weekend of summer. What's new today on the iHeartRadio app? iHeartRadio. Get that summer vibe with real fun beach radio. Perfect for giving you that bubble toes, beachy feeling all summer long. Check out our Rock Party playlist when you want to live loud and play hard at your summer house party. Or the best yacht rock playlist on the planet when you want to enjoy smooth sailing all summer. It's all new and waiting for you today. iHeartRadio. All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free.
Temperature 76.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Youngstown Computer Show. I'm Joe Danier, owner of Youngstown Computer, and this is what we get to do on Saturday. Real quick, I did want to mention the phone number for Youngstown Computer. Let me give that one more time, 330-259-7278. If you have any requests, please call that number. I want to talk about my Fitbit. I've worn an Apple Watch since sort of the day that they came out, and when I first started using it, I used it a lot, and then as time went on, it just ended up becoming a regular watch. I'd lift my arm, see the time it is, and I'd put it back down, and that's about it. I just was a really expensive regular watch. And so I started running a great deal, and so I went with a Fitbit recently, and it's sort of like the big one, the nice display that's comparable with what the iPhone is, and it's way less money than the Apple Watch was. And what's unique about this, I was used to charging my Apple Watch every stinking night, or if I didn't, it was dead by the next day. This Fitbit, same display, every 5 days, about once a week, I have to charge it. And so, I really started thinking about battery technology and what to be able to have market expectations on what comes next. Are we really going to put up with daily charging on smartwatches, or is it something that we like not having to do every day? Because by the time you notice that the little icon says that your battery's low, you probably got another couple days before you actually have to charge it, which it's nice to just kind of keep it on and leave it on. You can jump in the shower with it. I mean, it's water resistant, waterproof, I'm pretty sure. And so, I'm really loving the fact that it's still a timekeeping thing, and it looks at my heart rate, and it tracks my exercise, and the battery lasts forever. for way less money. And so it's been pretty appealing as a wearable. And, we consider this new technology and how it adds or doesn't add to our daily. And I'll have to say that I'm really impressed. Quick question here. Joe, I use Windows 10 and would like to encrypt some files. Is it possible with existing Windows 10 software? It is. If you right-click on a file, you can go to the advanced settings and set some encryption. It doesn't always work out for me. I usually use like WinZip or a zipping program to use encryption. That way you can zip it, encrypt it, and then put the file away. So look at WinZip for a possibility in encrypting files. Excellent show today. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. The nice words that you shared with us on the program today. We'll be back next week. This has been the Youngstown Computer Show on 570 WKBN.